Martin Luther King once said that the best way to solve any problem is to remove its cause. This can be applied in many situations in our life, including the threat of nuclear warfare. We are all aware of the devastation caused in Japan by USA in 1945, and that the after effects exist even now. But this incident left something far more worse than physical destruction. It influenced many other various other countries, to produce even more powerful and destructive weapons. And even though it is evident in our daily lives that no one can win a nuclear war now, because the country that starts a nuclear war will also be destroyed in the aftermath. And but the countries still, they compete to dominate the world for no reason at all. And to keep this in check, United Nations, they formulated a treaty in 1967, which is a Treaty of Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Warfare. This treaty, it mainly halts the transfer of nuclear weapons from one nuclear state to another, and also halts the transfer of the technology to create those weapons. But due to the lack of mutual trust and the desire to maintain military superiority, it is highly doubtful that any country is actually going to stick to the agreement. And for example, the three greatest military superpowers in the world, USA, Russia and China, these three military superpowers, they have been involved in so many wars in the past century, and they are the leading expert on nuclear weapons, and they have developed the nuclear weapons to such a level that one nuclear weapon can level an entire city. And therefore, I can say that the USA, Russia and China, they are involved in some kind of a three-way deadlock. Okay. But now let us draw our attention to the countries which have not signed the treaty, namely India, Pakistan and North Korea. Israel's status is currently unknown because they have not even disclosed whether they have nuclear warheads or not. But now India and Pakistan, they have, in the past 71 years, they have been involved in two full-blown wars and multiple cross-border violations. And at this time, the path between India and Pakistan is like a minefield, and one small step can erupt into a full-blown nuclear war. But India and Pakistan, they are just the tip of the iceberg according to me. The real threat is North Korea, because North Koreans, they go by this weird ideology, okay, which has turned them an enemy of almost the entire world. For example, the president of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, he executed his defense minister with an anti-aircraft gun, the gun which is used to shoot military aircrafts, just because a minister fell asleep in a meeting with him. How ridiculous is that? And this concludes that all the countries which possess nuclear weapons, they are on the brink of war, but they are just waiting for the enemy to make a false step which will give them an excuse to wage a war. And this way, they won't even be blamed for the war. They can blame it on the country which made a false step. Now you may ask me, since I raised this problem, what solution am I suggesting? It's actually very simple. You see, these nuclear states, okay, with their history, they need to put aside their past, and they need to build trust in each other through various diplomatic channels, because this has the power to disarm all nuclear weapons and use nuclear energy to improve the standard of living. This way, there will be no nuclear weapons in our world. This way, there will be no nuclear weapons in our world, but nuclear energy can be used to do a lot of good. I mean, nuclear energy is such a good source of energy, It can be used to make reusable fuels, it decreases greenhouse gases, it even gives a country an economic boost. And, Bill Gates once said that the best way, no, okay, cut that thing. I just had to say one sentence. Stumbled on the last sentence. Okay. Bill Gates once said that nuclear energy in overall safety records is the best form of energy. Thank you.